What's up, everyone? This is Christian Duke, and you're watching IronMag TV, brought to you courtesy of IronMagLabs.com. Go to IronMagLabs.com, use discount code IML15. It'll save you 15% off everything. And we're back. All right, guys, so we're going to cut right to the chase, okay? Phil Heath, 7-time Mr. Olympia, making a lot of noise. I just wrote an article for Iron Magazine, which dropped today, and I'm saying today's Friday. Maybe Iron Mag TV comes out today. Maybe it comes out Saturday. Whenever it comes out, I put the article out Friday, October 30th, and the title is pretty to the point, because that's how I roll. I'm the Iron Duke, after all. The title reads, "It is not a Phil Heath, Brandon Curry, Mr. Olympia." Guys, if you look, if you want to fall for, like, you know, all the fluff and the hot air, the marketing, the buzz, whatever, you know, it's gonna sell tickets. It's a fairy tale. But I promise you, when that top four gets announced, it's going to be Brandon, it's going to be Rulli, it's going to be Bonnick, it's probably going to be Dexter. It is not going to be the Gift. And the reason it's not going to be the Gift is not because I don't like the Gift. It isn't because he's not a great bodybuilder. It's because he's been off the stage for 2 years. It's because he got his ass handed to him in 2018 by Sean Flex and Sean Roden. And he honestly should have lost in 2017. But Big Ramy didn't look that good. And Roden was sidelined because of a jaw injury. Sean Roden couldn't eat. Yeah, he couldn't eat. So, you know, he was sidelined, and he still took fifth place, and he couldn't eat. You know what I mean? But the reality is, Big Ramy had his shot in 2017. That's as close as he's ever going to get to the Olympia. Shit, this year he didn't even qualify for the Olympia, guys. He didn't win a show. He didn't qualify by points. He didn't qualify last year. He's not a past Mr. Olympia. He got a special invite. He got a special invite not because he can win. He got a special invite because James Flex Lewis dropped out and because they need to sell tickets. That's why he got a special invite. Let's be honest, guys. Let's not bullshit ourselves. Let's not say he's going to win. Let's not have this nostalgia act. And let's certainly not fall for this marketing ploy that it's going to be Brandon Curry and Phil Heath. Brandon Curry is not going to ever see Phil Heath at the Mr. Olympia. They're not going to pose side by side, let alone battle, go down the wire. It ain't going to happen, guys. This is just marketing. This is just fluff. You guys are better than this. You guys know that I'm telling you the truth. You know it's not because I don't like Phil, because I really don't dislike Phil. Okay, I don't like that he blocked me. I don't like that he had a feud with Louis Marco. I don't like that he won several years where he shouldn't have won. But I don't hate the guy. I don't. You know, I don't hate the guy. I don't think he's a good ambassador for bodybuilding. But, you know, all of that aside, guys. Okay, let's say that I don't like the guy. Okay, let's just go ahead and say I don't like the guy. Does that matter when it comes to judging? No. Do the judges give a shit what I have to say? No. Do the judges care what the fans have to say? No. But the bottom line is, the guy had a bubble gut, okay? Louis Marco set his sights on, you know, and basically called him out for having the worst dissension in the industry, and he was the reigning champion, you know? And in 2016, Sean should have beat him, guys. It's there. Go back to 2016. It doesn't cost you anything. Go on YouTube. Look at the comparisons between Roden and Heath in 2016. And you tell me that Roden shouldn't have won that year. Because if you tell me that, it's one of two things. One, you're a freaking diehard Phil Heath fan. Or two, no offense to you, you don't know anything about bodybuilding. And that may be the case. But, you know, 2017, like I said, he got real lucky. Big Ramy looked like a pile of crap. No offense to him. He's a nice guy. I like Big Ramy. I like him a lot. I'm happy that he got the special invite. He doesn't deserve to be there, but I'm happy that he got it. You know, it couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. Let's say it like that. It couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. But the bottom line is, guys, you know, if the Olympia is, guys, go back to Pumping Iron. Do me that favor. Go back to Pumping Iron. Watch Pumping Iron. What does Arnold say when he talks about the Olympia? He says, this is a stage of champions. Is Big Ramy a champion? No. He got third place at the Arnold. That is not a champion. Okay, he didn't get there by points. He didn't win a show. He didn't automatically qualify last year. He's not a Mr. Olympia. He basically is there because they need to sell tickets. That waters down. That really honestly dilutes everything that Mr. Olympia is about. But okay, so he got a special invite. Let's give him that. Let's give him that. But the closest he got to the Olympia was 2017. Phil should have lost in 2017. He should have lost in 2016. Thank the good Lord he lost in 2018. He didn't compete in 2019 Not because he couldn't, because his surgery was over. And he could have done 2019. But why didn't he do 2019? He didn't want a rematch with Roden. He didn't want to get his ass handed to him again. Why didn't he compete in 2020? Now, he says he's going to do it. But why didn't he announce it in January or February or March? Why didn't he do that? Why? Well, because he was supposed to do Athleticon. You know, his manager is Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia, The Rock, you know, all that. They had Athleticon. Brandon wasn't looking to do Athleticon. Roden can't do any shows because of his legal troubles, you know. And Dexter didn't look like he was going to do it either. I heard their contract was extremely lengthy. And the prize money wasn't anywhere near the Olympia. Shit, it might not have been more than the Arnold. So, in all honesty, who was going to go to Athleticon? It almost looked like it was a show made for Phil to win. You know what I mean? And when Athleticon got canceled and it looked like Roden wasn't coming back at all, then the attacks on Curry started. And now Phil's doing the Olympia. I think he's doing the Olympia because, quite frankly, what else does he have to do? You know, I don't know of a soul. I don't know of a soul. Not one person do I know of. You guys know me. I'm in the industry. I talk to a lot of people. I don't have a single person that uses Phil Heath Labs. Not a single person. I don't know how many supplements that guy's selling. I don't know how many T-shirts he's selling. That Gifted Athletics. I don't know that, you know, he's laughing all the way to the bank with those T-shirt sales. And I know that they're doing a documentary for him. That's the other funny thing. They're doing a documentary for him, like kind of like a pumping iron in 2020. But guys, what happens if he goes to the Olympia and he doesn't win? I mean, I don't even care if he takes second, which he's not going to take second. He's not going to take third. He's not going to take fourth because he's not going to be in that first four call-out. I predict that he will not be. And the thing is, I don't even think he'll get on stage, to be quite honest with you. But we'll see, okay? We'll see. I will be cautiously optimistic, okay? But the thing is, could you imagine having a documentary and he doesn't win? Doesn't take second, doesn't take third. I mean, even if he took second, guys, who's going to buy a documentary of a guy who hyped it up, who's going for 8 and can't get 8 and get second? I mean, I don't know. But what I do know, guys, what I do know is that he's posting month-old pictures in a tank top. And he's not giving the people new shots. And I know that he's still throwing shade at Curry. And I know that he's living in the past. This is a guy who has seen his best years. This is a guy who is going to get a rude awakening if he dares put foot on the Olympia stage. If he does not place top 5, you know, Jay Cutler, when he came back in 2013, did not place top 5. He got 6th. Ronnie Coleman, when he came back, got 4th. So if, you know, Phil Heath comes back and he's breathing through his stomach like it was in 2018 and he's ready to just blow up on stage in a bad way, what is that going to do for his legacy? Is that documentary going to see the light of day? Will we ever see Phil Heath compete again? Will he go out and trash the Federation like he did in 2018? Trash the judges? You know, will he become a conspiracy theorist? You know what I mean? Like, what will become of him? Yeah, I don't see the benefit in him coming back, but if he's gonna come back, we're 7 weeks out. We still have not seen that midsection, guys. And Nick Strength and Power, who's supposedly like the #1 YouTuber who I think breaks 1 million subscribers this week, is singing his song of woe and basically applauding the guy. And you could tell that either they made some kind of an alliance or Nick Strength and Power has become a Phil Heath fanboy. But how can you applaud a guy who's 7 weeks out is still posing in tank tops, putting out month-old photos? If it'd be anybody else, guys, anybody else, you know that they would have lit them up on social media, blasted them. But Phil gets a pass. Why does Phil get a pass? I don't know. He doesn't get a pass here. Nick Strength and Power with your 1 million subs, you're giving him a pass. I don't even know why you have subs, bro. Honestly, because you're a cookie cutter and you put out a lot of fluff. And, you know, I don't dislike you even though you blocked me, even though you were so nice to me at the 2019 Olympia. So nice to me. And then you blocked me. But I'm used to it. I'm used to being blocked. I'm the Iron Duke. You know, this week, Sugar Sean Ray should half the industry wanted his head because he called out some competitors for some suspect muscles, maybe oil, I don't know. When have you ever known Sean to be filtered. When have you ever known Sean to back down from telling the truth? He called out Dallas McCarver. The whole industry came down on him. Did he back down? Hell no. You know what I mean? He took Dave Palumbo to task over the Ahmad Ashkenani interview. Did he back down? Hell no. And now he's calling out bodybuilders who he thinks might be using SEOs on stage. Is he going to back down? Hell no. We're in an industry where those that tell the truth get blocked, get pressured, sometimes lose their jobs. I'm very fortunate because I work for Robert DiMaggio. I work for IronMag Labs. I will never be silenced. I will always be not only allowed to tell the truth, but I will be patted on the back. I will be praised for telling the truth. And again, I give kudos to Steve Bleckman because Steve never asked Sean to apologize for being objectively critical of Dallas McCarver, even though Redcon was at the time Muscular Development's chief sponsor. You've got to respect someone like Steve Bleckman, like Robert DiMaggio, people like that, really believe in the truth. And even if the whole world comes down on their shoulders, they're not going to back down. They're not going to tell those who work for them to back down either. So again, I think that our industry has a lot of fluff, but I'm not going to be one of the fluff content creators. Phil, you're less than 7 weeks out from the Olympia. Take your tank top off, show your physique. Don't post old pictures. Stop taking jabs at the reigning Mr. Olympia. Show some freaking respect. Be the ambassador that you never were in the 7 years you held the title. Be that ambassador now. It's better late than never. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much to everyone that watched IronMag TV. As always, remember to use discount code IML15 at ironmaglabs.com. It'll save you 15% off site-wide. Till the next week, this is Christian Duke signing out for IronMag TV, presented by ironmaglabs.com. Make your mark with IronMag Labs.